Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Saturday evening episode of Ted's Booze Cellar with me, your most gracious host, Ted, the premier alcohol review show here on YouTube. Now I know things are going to be rough for everyone for the next few months considering the new restrictions here in the UK, but I hope we can get back to a sense of normalcy, and I know this situation is less than ideal, but hopefully we can get through this, and I want to wish everyone the best of luck in the next coming months. So, on to today's episode, and an episode that is dedicated to everyone who's going through rough times at the moment. So, today we're going to be taking a look at a milk stout from Scotland, a craft milk stout from Scotland, that is. We're going to be taking a look at Cocoa Morello by Pilot. Now, it says on the back here, it may sound like a 1970s cabaret act, but Cocoa Morello is in fact a deliciously sweet milk stout infused with roasted cocoa nibs and fermented on a bed of sour Morello cherries. At Pilot, we use fresh ideas and techniques that keep drinkability at the heart of everything we do. Putting flavour firmly ahead of appearance, we don't use finings or filtration in any of our beers. This means that they might be hazy and have a wee bit of a yeast sediment, but that's no bad thing. The difference is in taste, well clear. So, I'm getting the impression there that the texture of this may be a little bit interesting, and I might not initially grab onto it, but the flavour is apparently what they're really focused on. So I'm getting a good impression, a mixed impression, but a good impression so far. So I will say, though, that the design of the labelling and the can is really handsome. Very clean, simple lines. Colours that do contrast starkly with each other. You've got like a vanilla-y white, cherryish red, and like a chocolatey brown, and so the flavours and such of the drink are clearly represented in the packaging and the design of the can. So I really like that. 10 out of 10 for that. And the lining really starkly contrasts and brings out the boldness of Pilot's logo. So really well done on that. So 10 out of 10. So let's give it a little sniff and see what our first impressions are like. You're getting a bit of fresh cocoa nibs through there, undercut with this like sort of mildly sweet sour cherry juiciness. So I'm getting the impression of the flavours that they described on the back of the can there. So immediately I'm getting a good impression of just a simple milk stout that's got a hint of sour cherry and chocolatey cocoa. So I'm getting a good first impression of that. I'll give that a 10 out of 10. It meets all my expectations and it doesn't smell bad in any like notable way. So very good. So we'll have ourselves a quick palate cleanser of water before we actually try this thing. And I will mention that this was £3.99 from the Wine Barrel on Western Road in Hove. So if you want to check it out, either go to the store or go to their online shop. I would recommend going to their store because they are staffed by really nice people and they have a massive variety of all sorts of alcoholic drinks in there. So quick palate cleanser of water. And then on to the most important part of the video, which is to see what this fine little milk stout tastes like. So, bottoms up, and let's see what this 7.1% milk stout tastes like. So, cheers. Not getting much of the milk stout feeling. I mean, like, it's kind of a like, creaminess to the texture. I'm definitely getting a bit of a cocoa flavour more towards the end. The finish has like this sort of rich heartiness that sort of like is smoothly cut off. So even though there's some strong flavours there, the finish kind of like counterbalances the harshness of said flavours, so that's quite good. However, I will say that the flavour of the sour and sweet cherry does overpower the cocoa a little bit. Not completely. You can still taste a definitive cocoa-y, even tiny bit coffee-ish taste, mostly in the finish. And it does complement the flavour of the sweet cherry really well. But I just think that the flavour of the sour cherry could be toned back by maybe a third, roughly so. But generally speaking, the flavours that are there are produced very nicely and do stand out really well when mixed together and when combined with the texture of this drink, which is very smooth and almost creamy to a certain extent. So I think that generally speaking, this is a good milk stout. The only major complaint I would have, like I said, is the fact that there is sour cherry flavours in this that are bred from the fact that, you know, it was the cocoa nibs were fermented on a bed of sour Morello cherries. I think that's the only major complaint I have. That and the fact that there's this tiny bit of wateriness at the finish that I'm not massively fond of. But generally speaking, I think that this is a damn good milk stout. It's probably amongst the best ones I've had so far. So I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I think on a day when I'm in the mood, it's a 9 out of 10. Even on the day when I'm not in the mood, it's still like a 8.75. So this is a damn solid drink and a very fine craft milk stout. So yeah, if you're up to milk stouts with that don't necessarily have like a particularly niche flavour, then I would recommend giving this a shot. It's definitely different to something like Millionaire Stout or Guinness, but yeah, really, really nice. I would say well done, pilot. You have absolutely impressed me on your debut on this show, so well done. So, to anyone who's enjoyed this episode, leave a like, share and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for future episodes of Ted's Brew Cellar, leave them in the comments section down below. And if you want to check out anything else I do online, I'll leave the links to my social medias and other YouTube channels in the video description below. But until next time, have fun, stay safe with whatever you're doing, don't do anything I wouldn't do, wash your hands, take a mask with you to the shops, drink responsibly, know your limits, be safe, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Booze Cellar. Bye-bye for now.